at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself. Continuing to punish them.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent. Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie, I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Don't you think?
If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, then there's a 1% chance I'll continue doing that show. What kind of weirdo would ever take advice from Daniel Bryan? That would be like a young announcer learning from you, Byron. Sunset flip!
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, shoulder breaker. Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record, he showed a lot of personality when he called you out after his NXT elimination.
Please.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
Right to the chest.
Hooked up.
Ooh, that'll mess up his shoulder. Ooh. Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. The Miz is looking to end this.
This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins! Now let's take a look back at some of the great action.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz!
Daniel Bryan gave it a...
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan...
Submission time! Whoa, this is surprising, but... Submission time! Look at this! He let it go!
Curious decision there, Michael.
I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT?
You guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000.
The shoulders are down. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Yeah, this early, no chance.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight. Here he goes.
Majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do to Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan. Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins! Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but...
The entirety of Daniel Bryan's career in WWE, he's had a rival in the form of The Miz, and it's plain to see why, since the polar opposite stars have been forced to interact at so many points.
Michael, those two did not get along when The Miz was assigned to be Daniel Bryan's mentor. Bryan had much better wrestling skills, but The Miz argued that Bryan lacked charisma.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Beautiful dive. I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. The guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? Submission time! Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway...
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune. And Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
He's got him covered. Digging deep for a kick out.
That's why Bryan's considered a wrestling genius out there.
When this guy's on, look out. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Taking out the arm, great strategy.
Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dumping Daniel Bryan. He's defending the United States Championship on pay-per-view. Submission time. He lets it go.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, this is dangerous right here.
Whoa!
Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being given opportunities like nice takedown again.
The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
Victory is on the horizon.
to the outside, which will start the referee's count.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch?
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and the Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of the Miz. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
Wow, elbow! He's making a statement here with this attack.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Submission specialist Daniel Bryan.
Beautiful technique.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
Dangerously close to getting counted out.
Definitely cutting it close, Michael.
Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown.
Going all the way up.
He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be! We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles. Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO. From behind. Down with a neck breaker.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster. Oh, double hand chop. In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE2K19 interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Oh, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to handle.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
That's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late. And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy. Ooh, no luck against Kingston there.
Kofi just too fast. We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These yes chants fans do are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Comes in off the tag. Shoulder tackle. You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the yes chant, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were this past week, the crowd chants, "We, so these yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan is a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training as well, because you need it.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Ooh, he goes down hard.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to fade now. So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress. What a nasty STO. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Oh, look at it.
I'll break your crown.
Well, if you're a believer in anger management therapy, then Dr. Shelby has done a great job with Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Well, what if I'm not a believer in anger management therapy? Mind you, therapy from some quack doctor that I'm pretty sure was certified on the internet, if at all.
Well, Corey, they are out here trying to work together right now. This is at least some testament to how much of an impact anger management has helped.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences.
You talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi's a big red monster. Kane lifting him up high. Tombstone pile driver. Nailed it.
Here's his chance to win this.
Nailed it.
Avoids trouble there. I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual...
Shoulders on the mat. No, a kick out. Ow. Ow.
Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a three-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he's caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed Brogue Kick.
And R-Truth evades that one. Oh boy, he is rolling.
In off the tag. Guys from the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw. They can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug.
The yes lock is in. Wow. The yes lock is in.
Unreal. Oh, going for it. Going for it.
The no lock is in.
That has got to be it.
Look out. That can break bones, guys.
He's going for the pin. And Kane and Bryan have won the tag team titles. Here's a few clips from the last match for us.
I remember this part very well. He's getting after it here. He's getting it done here. And finally,
here are your winners and the new WWE Tag Team Champions, Kane and Daniel Bryan. Team Hell No.
Big win here in tag team action tonight.
If you're not feeling good about yourself after a win like that, you better get yourself checked.
Folks, we just saw one of the most exciting matches you'll see anywhere.